This person was at peace at home, but they discovered something macabre in their home that will leave you extremely elusive. Behind the walls, under the floorboards, and hidden in attics, ordinary homes can hide extraordinary secrets, from forgotten treasures to dark mysteries. These discoveries remind us that history often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone curious enough to uncover it. Curious? Join us as we discover the most macabre things ever found in homes. Let's go. Number 18. Medieval well under living room floor. A British couple making renovations to their home stumbled upon a surprising historical feature, a medieval well right beneath their living room floor. While removing concrete to install new flooring, they discovered what appeared to be a small hole. As they continued digging, the hole expanded to reveal a 33-foot deep well dating back to the 16th century. Historical records confirmed that their house was built over the site of a medieval manor. The well had likely provided water for the original property, but was sealed and forgotten when modern plumbing made it obsolete. Instead of covering it up again, the couple decided to make it a feature by installing a glass cover, allowing it to become a fascinating conversation piece. Local historians were thrilled with the discovery, as it provided valuable insights into the area's medieval water systems. Number 17. Nigerian apartment filled with $43 million cash. Empty apartments rarely contain anything of value, but in April 2017, an abandoned flat in Lagos, Nigeria became the center of international attention when authorities discovered a staggering amount of cash hidden inside. The discovery began with a tip from an observant whistleblower who noticed peculiar behavior, a woman in ragged clothing making repeated trips to the apartment while carrying multiple heavy bags. Acting on this information, Nigeria's Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, organized a raid on the 7th-floor apartment. What they found inside defied belief. 3 fireproof cabinets concealed within an ordinary dresser, each stuffed with cash in various currencies. After a meticulous counting operation, officials tallied up $43 million in US dollars, $27,800 in British pounds, and 23.2 million Nigerian naira. The sheer volume of currency was astonishing. Stacks of crisp $100 bills filled the cabinets from bottom to top, arranged with surgical precision. Number 16. Little girl finds a secret room in her home. The world of childhood is filled with magic and fantasy, but for Emerson K., these stories became reality when she discovered a hidden room right inside her own bedroom. It all began in 2013, when Emerson, then 6 years old, asked her father for pocket money on her birthday. Peter K., her father, offered her a task: clean out an old, unused storage box. Reluctant at first, she agreed, never imagining what awaited her. Among the items in the box, Emerson found old metal pieces and doorknobs, but at the very bottom, a distressed map caught her eye. To her surprise, the map depicted her own house, with an X marking the location of a hidden treasure and a label, pointing to a secret room. According to the map, the treasure was concealed in Emerson's bedroom, where she had slept for years without realizing the secret the walls held. I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video, so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go. Number 15. Illegal abortion clinic found in basement. In a shocking find in Hannibal, Missouri, 2 workers who were renovating a property uncovered a dark secret in the basement. The property's owner, William C. Neff, recalled rumors that the house had once been used as an illegal abortion clinic, possibly before the 1950s. The discovery seemed to confirm these stories. Among the eerie items found in the basement were 2 fetuses preserved in jars. William's family had purchased the property in 1950, and while he knew medical procedures had taken place there, he didn't know the full extent of what had occurred. As a child, William recalled seeing similar jars in the basement, but they were never discussed. Number 14. 500-year-old library leads to hidden passage. Freddie Goodall from Sussex was casually browsing through old photographs of his family's 500-year-old home when something caught his eye. In photos from the 1800s, he spotted an unusual detail, a hidden passage behind a bookshelf that no longer existed in the current layout of the house. Determined to investigate, Goodall began examining the walls. After unscrewing a set of screws on a bookshelf, he discovered a small hole revealing a secret room. What started as simple curiosity quickly evolved into an exploration of an underground labyrinth spanning the entire property. The discovered passageways were covered in cobwebs and dust, showing years of abandonment. Goodall theorized that these secret routes were used by servants to move discreetly between their quarters and the main house, a common practice in older estates where servants were expected to remain invisible to the owners and guests. Number 13. Alan's treasure hunt begins. A couple who purchased a fixer-upper never imagined they would find much more than structural problems. The property, which had 6 previous owners, concealed an intriguing mystery beneath the kitchen island, an old, built-in safe. When they moved in, the couple recalled finding a safe code tucked away in a medicine cabinet, but it took several attempts before they finally managed to open it. The contents were astonishing. $51,080 in cash, mostly in $100 bills, a bottle of James E. Pepper whiskey from 1960, an old bingo card, and a curious book titled A Guide for the Perplexed by E.F. Schumacher, published in 1977. Flipping through the book, they found a note signed by a man named Gregory Peake, addressed to someone named Alan. The message read, "Alan, I have a book for you to read. I've underlined a few key passages." The marked pages contained cryptic clues, one of which led to a map of Arizona with an X marking the city of Mesa. Number 12. Mummified remains in attic trunk. An Arkansas family making space in their attic for holiday decorations made a macabre discovery when they opened an old trunk that had been left by the previous homeowners. Inside, wrapped in newspapers from 1930, they found what appeared to be mummified human remains. Police investigators determined the remains were those of an infant who had died approximately 90 years earlier. The newspapers served not just as wrapping but provided crucial dating evidence. Historical research into the property revealed that a young woman who lived in the house during that period had experienced a stillbirth and apparently had preserved the remains rather than proceeding with a formal burial. Number 11. Prohibition era. Liquor stash behind false wall. During kitchen renovations in a 1920s Chicago bungalow, contractors discovered something that connected the home directly to America's Prohibition era, a hidden room containing dozens of untouched liquor bottles from the 1920s. The secret compartment was concealed behind a false wall that had been expertly integrated into the original construction of the house. The collection included rare whiskeys, gins, and even several bottles of absinthe, all with their original labels intact and many still sealed. Whiskey experts who examined the find estimated the collection's value at over $100,000. Particularly due to the presence of several bottles from distilleries that no longer exist. Historical research revealed that the home's original owner had connections to local speakeasies and may have used the house as a distribution point during Prohibition. Number 10. Van Gogh painting found in attic. In 2013, the art world was stunned by an extraordinary discovery. A previously unknown oil painting by Vincent van Gogh was found in a Norwegian attic. The work, titled Sunset at Montmajour, is the first full-size Van Gogh painting to surface in 85 years, belonging to his period in Arles, when he worked in the south of France, in Provence. For over a century, the painting had been stored in the attic because its owner mistakenly believed it was a fake. Even art experts initially doubted its authenticity, especially since it lacked a signature. However, further research confirmed its legitimacy, backed by letters Van Gogh had written to his brother Theo. The painting was completed in 1888, during Van Gogh's time in Arles, France, a particularly productive period in his career. Axel Ruger, a museum director, noted that this was a prime example of Van Gogh's work. Number 9. Love letters from a World War I. During the renovation of their bathroom, homeowners made a touching discovery. A contractor working on the property found old love letters hidden inside the attic wall. These letters, dated July 1918, were written by a man named Clement to his beloved Mary during World War I. As the renovations progressed, the couple kept finding more and more letters, creating a sense of mystery and excitement. It felt almost like a ghostly presence, as each day seemed to bring another batch of letters waiting to be found. The homeowners, Phil and his family, initially thought they were just part of a forgotten past, but they decided not to ignore these precious pieces of history. Number 8. The giant Monopoly board. Imagine tearing up an old carpet only to find something completely unexpected, like a giant Monopoly board painted on the floor. That's exactly what happened when a couple in the U.S. ripped up a carpet in their home. Beneath it was a large-scale Monopoly board, complete with familiar features like chance cards, a jail, railway stations, and iconic properties such as Connecticut Avenue and Vermont Avenue. A Reddit user shared this incredible discovery online, captioning their post with the surprising find. The image quickly went viral, captivating internet users worldwide with the idea of having a classic game literally built into the house floor. The discovery sparked nostalgia in many, reminiscing about times when family entertainment meant gathering around a physical board rather than electronic devices. The couple decided to preserve the board as a unique feature of the house, recognizing its value as a piece of American cultural history and as an architectural quirk that gives personality to the home. Number 7. Civil War-era bunker under backyard. A family in Pennsylvania was shocked when a landscaping project revealed something unexpected: a Civil War-era bunker hidden beneath their backyard. While excavating to install a new drainage system, workers hit what seemed like a solid brick wall. Further investigation revealed an underground room approximately 15 feet long and 6 feet high, constructed with period-appropriate materials. Historical experts who examined the structure confirmed it likely served as a storage bunker, or possibly as part of the Underground Railroad, which helped escaped slaves find freedom in the North. The location of the house near a documented underground railroad route supported this theory. The family discovered several artifacts inside, including a rusted lantern, fragments of period clothing, and a metal box containing newspapers from 1862. Number 6. Ancient Roman mosaic floor under modern home. A family in northern Italy was stunned when routine foundation repairs revealed a perfectly preserved ancient Roman mosaic floor beneath their home. Dating approximately to the 1st century AD, the intricate mosaic featured geometric patterns and mythological scenes executed with remarkable craftsmanship. Archaeological experts determined that the floor had once been part of a wealthy Roman villa that occupied the site nearly 2,000 years ago. The mosaic's exceptional preservation was attributed to the construction methods used when the modern house was built in the 1930s, which inadvertently created a protective layer over the ancient artwork. Further excavation revealed additional rooms of the Roman dwelling, including what appeared to be a bathing area with remnants of the original Hippocaust heating system still visible. Number 5. Fully stocked 1960s fallout shelter. A family in Arizona discovered a Cold War relic beneath their backyard, a fully stocked fallout shelter from the 1960s. The entrance had been concealed by landscape features installed by previous owners, explaining why it remained undiscovered for decades despite appearing on the original property plans. Descending the concrete staircase revealed a time capsule of Cold War anxiety, a shelter equipped with bunk beds, a hand-cranked ventilation system, and shelves stocked with supplies, water containers, canned foods with vintage labels, first aid supplies, and even board games and books to pass the time during a potential nuclear disaster were all preserved in remarkably good condition. Documents found in a metal filing cabinet included civil defense pamphlets, instruction manuals for survival, and a handwritten inventory system tracking supply expiration dates up until 1974, when the original owners apparently stopped maintaining the shelter as Cold War tensions temporarily eased. Number 4. Benjamin Franklin's connection to 1-200 skeletal remains. Renovations can uncover historical secrets, but rarely do they reveal connections to America's founding fathers. In 1998, conservationists restoring a historic building at 36 Craven Street made a bone-chilling discovery that seemed straight out of a horror movie. Hidden beneath the floorboards were over 1,200 bone fragments, remnants of more than a dozen human bodies, including 6 children. The property's historical connection to Benjamin Franklin immediately raised eyebrows. Franklin had lived in the house during his time as a colonial representative in London, and the grisly find prompted wild speculation. Had one of America's most beloved founding fathers been involved in something sinister? Archaeological investigation revealed something less nefarious but equally fascinating. The bones were traced to Franklin's time at the residence, but they weren't evidence of any wrongdoing on his part. Number 3. The nightmare hornet nest discovered. Blaze Stagg's ordinary afternoon washing his car transformed into a scene of terror when he noticed several hornets hovering near his roofline. Initially dismissing them as common wasps, Les continued his chore without much concern. It wasn't until part of what he assumed was a small nest began protruding through the ceiling that he decided professional intervention might be necessary. The pest control specialist who answered Les's call arrived expecting a routine removal. Her expression shifted dramatically upon inspecting the attic, prompting her to invite Lise up to witness what she'd found. Number 2. 6-foot python. Living in the ceiling, Bob Vanderhers and his wife endured 2 years of mysterious scratching sounds from their ceiling, attributing the noises to everything from rodents to settling house foundations. Their son's suggestion that a snake might be responsible seemed far-fetched until the day Bob caught a glimpse of something scaly slithering between ceiling panels. The initial sighting revealed only a small portion of the creature, leading Bob to suspect a harmless rat snake had somehow become trapped in the ceiling space. However, as more of the reptile became visible, the horrifying truth emerged. This was no garden-variety snake, but a massive boa constrictor measuring over 6 feet in length. The identification process added another layer of confusion when a responding officer mistakenly classified the snake as a venomous rattlesnake, sending the household into momentary panic. Number 1. Historical photography time capsule in forgotten attic. When New York State Attorney David Whitcomb purchased an old building in Geneva to convert into his law office in December 2020, he expected routine renovation challenges, not a historical treasure trove that would rewrite local history. The discovery began with an ordinary observation, a broken portion of ceiling on the 3rd floor that revealed previously unknown floorboards above. Curiosity propelled David and a friend to investigate further, and after climbing through the opening, they entered an attic space that had been completely sealed off and forgotten for over a century. What awaited them wasn't cobwebs and dust, but a perfectly preserved photography studio from the late 1800s to early 1900s, complete with glass plate negatives, vintage cameras, developing equipment, and finished photographs. The attic had belonged to James E. Hale, who wasn't just any photographer, but a significant historical figure whose work had been largely lost to time. Now, I have a special recommendation for you. Are you seeing this video that is appearing on the screen? Click on it because I'm sure you'll like it. Well, that's it. And until next time, Curious One.